Hi, gorgeous people. My name is Christina McCabe. I am an erotic empowerment coach, an empowered consent, empowered voice, empowered pleasure coach, as well as a human potential coach. And if you notice, empowerment is the common thread through all of that. I'm deeply passionate about empowerment. And I'm talking to you today because I believe that we are none of us empowered if all of us are not empowered. So I'm going to read off a little doc. That's why I've got my glasses on, even though I know you're seeing some glare. I'm going to read a doc offline for you, get you some information. I'm specifically reading for my white friends and family community members because I want to get you this information on allyship. So this document was created by a gorgeous woman named Caress Scarbrough. I'll put her information in the chat. She created this for the Erotic Blueprint Coach community, and I just found it so useful. With her permission, I'm sharing it with you. So I'm going to try to just read through her words without doing too much of my own commentary, but y'all know me, I have a hard time not interjecting. So I might put a little bit of underlying in where I feel like it's really important. Here we go. Actually, before I start, I want to say the invitation here is to take a moment, pause, come into a place of curiosity, if you will, of awareness of self so that you can pay attention to what emotions may be coming up for you as I'm reading through this. And hopefully, with that awareness, you'll have the ability to try to expand your perception of the emotions that are coming up. So if you're having shame or frustration or embarrassment or anger or denial, take a moment to really dive into each of those after this to kind of unpack why they're there. If they're useful and serving of you creating forward action, then utilize them in that way. If you've been using them as building blocks for a wall in front of you so that you don't create forward action and sustainable change, notice that and put into place some action steps to get those taken apart so that you can step forward in a way that I believe you all really truly want to. See, I really believe you all care, but that a lot of you are held back from your fear, you're not knowing, your confusion, whatever emotional range is coming up for you that is holding you back. I'm giving you this information so that hopefully you can find a way to move forward. All right, enough of me talking. All right, Caress Scarbrough, what is being an ally? Being an ally is not an identity you get to claim. Your work and efforts are recognized by those you are seeking to ally with. Decenter yourself and don't expect gratitude or acknowledgement. Being an ally requires action. Your actions must be in alignment with your words about the values of diversity, inclusion, and equity. Belief without action is not enough. Now, this is where I'm going to underline. Belief without action is not enough. Let that land, y'all. Being an ally means being accountable for advancing the needs of oppressed people. This requires understanding their needs and aligning your actions to meet those needs, not the needs you think they have. Okay, I'm going to stop and underline that. This is where I feel like I have to say something again. Do the research to find out what actions you can take that will truly be of service to the Black and Indigenous people of color that you're stepping forward to serve. Don't just go into what you think others need, because from our perception, our privileged perception, we're not going to have the right answers, y'all. And that's okay. There are so many resources out there to find the right answers. So take the time to do the research and get the answers you need. Please don't reach out to your BIPOC people and community friends and family and members in order to do that research for you. There's a lot online and you are capable. intelligent and whole and able to find it yourself, or with another friend, Caucasian friend, to come together and do some action steps and researching yourselves. All right? Okay, back at it. Being an ally is a lifelong process of building accountability with those you seek to ally yourself with, and building relationships on consistency and trust. Being an ally means not knowing all the answers and making mistakes on your journey. What should you remember on your journey? When you make a mistake, and you will make mistakes, that is her words, you will make mistakes, receive the feedback thoughtfully. It is usually not a personal attack. Instead of asking if you are doing or saying the right things, ask what you are doing or saying. Ask if what you are doing or saying is inclusive. Instead of asking if you're listening enough, ask what you've heard and how you can empathize with what you've heard. Instead of asking if you've posted enough on social media, or gone to enough marches, ask where your voice is needed and in what situations you can leverage your privilege. Instead of asking if you followed all the lists, tips, etc., telling you how to be a good person, ask if you have adhered to the calls for compassion, justice, equity, and inclusion. What to remember when you face challenges in your journey to allyship. Be honest about your feelings, words, and actions. Allow yourself grace for where you are, where you've been, and your process. Risk being vulnerable with yourself and others. Allow yourself to be witnessed and to witness others. Remember your commitment to change and to the work of allyship. Remember your commitment to change and to the work of allyship. Powerful words. What did you hear here? I would love to see you put in the chat what really stood out, what really landed for you within this document, and what you think that you can utilize in order to move forward and take action. If you need help resourcing, private message me. I'll see if I can point you in some good directions. If you need a space, a safe space to unpack what's happening for you emotionally, reach out to me if you need help. If I'm not the right one to help you, I'm happy to point you in the right direction or get you the resources I feel I can get to you so that you can move forward yourself. As always, the invitation is empowerment for us all. Have a beautiful day, everybody.